Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your brother in the struggle coming at you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't going to do a video on this, about this Mr. Wallace, the car driver that found a noose in his, he saw a noose in his mind. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm making this video is so that you can connect the dots in our society, so that you don't get left behind or you don't get lost in these games that is being played right before our eyes by the game masters. Okay? They play the fool's game, ladies and gentlemen, and they all have taken this whole world for a fool, because that's exactly what the world it is. See, they have all the power. They have all the money. They control the media. They control your media, your Hollywood, your music industry. They control it all. Okay? So you cannot escape that reality. That's a fact, Jack. Whether you want to accept it or not, I'm here to wake you up. To really wake you up. Not just to make you see, but to make some changes in your life. Okay? I wasn't going to be, because you know what I'm saying? I thought people like by now should know, and a lot of people are making videos on YouTube about this fool, okay, that has taken people for a ride, literally in his car. He even cried on top of his car, okay? And not only that, he's making a t-shirt. And we still don't see the plane the plane that has always been played. Let's continue. Let me read some of this and what I wrote, some Bible verses. Because remember, this channel is a Bible. It's a Bible. It's a Bible based channel. I teach about the realities. A people that don't know its history is lost, and that's exactly. And then you got people, the people in organizations, sucking up to that ignorance. No wonder they say ignorance is bliss. Yeah, because that's what the system is selling you. It's taking you for a ride, just like this. What is it? Wallace, Mr. Wallace, Bob Wallace, whatever. I mean, that's not his real name, but anyway, let me read you some of the things that I wrote here real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of what your religious or concepts in terms of the spiritual reality being lifted up on this flat earth of ours called Earth, regardless of what they are, you cannot deny that the demons have been let loose after the recent protests and riots all over the planet. When a black brother was killed by a Freemasonic evil policeman. According to the last detail of its plan, ladies and gentlemen, this was planned. Okay? And yet, Mr. George Floyd was killed. But this was planned. And once again, the plan was too good and too grandiose for people to see through it. They've been deceived. Okay? Hey, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, remember that what I have told you on my previous videos? I know how the human mind works. I used to be a door-to-door salesman, which means that you will actually get strangers to open the doors to their sacred ground, which is their homes, and they invite you in. Remember that I explained to you the psychology that I have to use in order to gain their trust. Just imagine the game masters They know all the rules of the game. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and just like the predisposed leeches that have been bought and paid for by the hidden and secret powerful men in our midst, like the George Soros, Bill Gates, and the Rockefellers, and the not so hidden by design, the Democrats, which are the Democrats. They all have now come out of the woodwork, as they always do when a black man is killed by a white police officer. They parade, sucking up to people's logic. Okay, people's logic, and exploiting their emotions. Okay, they suck up to people's mechanism of logic and exploit their emotions. Okay, just like religions do. And by the way, speaking of religion, have you noticed how the likes of R. Sharpton, Reverend Jesse Jackson, etc., etc., always make a mockery of God in front of millions? You see, ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that these so-called reverends are compromised and used by the system like the prostitute that they are. I mean, if they get out of line, the system will kill them and kill their family and make them disappear. This is what happens when you make a deal with the devil. And this man, believe it or not, you can do your research. Please, I beg you, please do not believe me. Do your research. Yes, the Reverend and R. Sharpton, the Reverend Jesse Jackson and R. Sharpton, and like most religious leaders, all of the religious leaders out there have sold their soul to the devil. Because the reality is that the Masonic legions are the ones that control all of the religions on this planet. The Freemasons. So again, they always do that, but nothing ever gets done. Because you know what happens? You know what they do? They come out, and then after that, the time goes by, then they go back to the, see what I'm saying? To pacify the people, to make the people dark side. That's what religion does. In fact, Karl Marx said it best. Religion is the opium of the people. Yes. Okay? That's how you control them. To make them dark side. To make them to distract them. But I have a question for all of these reverends and organizations. Where are they when black on black crimes happen on a daily basis in cities such as Chicago, St. Louis, Indiana, Atlanta, California, New York City, Miami, Baltimore, New Orleans, Detroit, and Philadelphia? Just to name a few, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Where are they? And what about the 250,000 babies being aborted by black ladies alone, by black women alone every year? And what about the drug addiction in our community? And what about the fast food industry like McDonald's, Popeyes, Kentucky Fried Chicken? See, they make a mockery of us in front of our eyes and we don't see it. And what about the fast food industry sickening our people? Where's Black Lives Matter or Antifa? Okay? Where's Black Lives Matter, Antifa, or the holier than thou reverence. Come on, people, you have been played. But then again, come to think of it, the American nation, the whole United States of America, the whole American society have always been played. Just like it is doing with this pandemic. Just like it did with 9/11. Like how it provoked the Vietnam War through a lie. The same thing happened in the Pearl Harbor. Okay? And by the way, since they control everything in the media is its accomplice. Okay? That is the reality. Okay? Okay? And this game is not only being played on African American, which is, by the way, in reality, the tribe of Judah. Okay? In the Bible. It's plain. It's there for you to see. In fact, let me give you an example. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Here you go. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Bien. So again, like I was saying, we have been played, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We have been played. And if we don't know our history, then we are lost. No wonder we are called the lost tribes of Israel. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away. 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eye in which thou seest. 35. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head. 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve all the gods, wood and stone. Okay? So you understand? Now let us jump to verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So we have been played, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Now, you probably been completely played by religion, so you probably don't believe. You're probably an atheist. You probably, and I don't blame you. I totally understand you. Because I mean, how can you believe in the lie that you now can see with your own eyes? It is sad, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to bring you back to your Creator. I am on a mission to help God's people come to Him. That's why we are suffering the curses. We are living the curses, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We don't even know the purpose of life. And that is sad. People live and they don't even, because they even life itself has lost its meaning. Okay? Let us go to First Peter chapter 4. Okay? First Peter chapter 4 verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Okay? And his agents are the religion, Hollywood, the media, your political leaders, your reverends, you name it. You unfollow these people, and now you can see right through them. Let us go to Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues." Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are so lost that just like the Bible said in Deuteronomy 28, that we would know by other names. They would give us names. I mean, African Americans. How can you identify yourself based on two continents? And I don't want to hear, oh, it's because my ancestry came from Africa. How come you are the only nation that came from Africa? I mean, you are the only nation that identify itself African Americans. Okay? Surnames. They gave us, for instance, Native Americans, which is really the tribe of God, GAD. Then they gave us the Hispanics. The Hispanics, you got many. You got the tribe of Issachar for Mexican, Simeon for Dominicans, the tribe of Levi, Haitians, the tribe of Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Manasseh, Cubans, the tribe of Benjamin, Jamaicans, the tribes of Reuben, the Seminole Indians, Zebulon, South America, so ladies and gentlemen, please, let us get it straight. We have forgotten and sinned against our Creator. And here we are begging the same people that oppress us to treat us better through protests and putting our fists up in the air as if they care. And even if they did, what can they do? The damage has already been done. The white man cannot undo the damage that their ancestor did. Because it's not even these white people. That's why I love everybody, man. In fact, one of my best friends was my best friend in junior high school back in Brooklyn, New York, when I was growing up, was white as snow. I love humans, period. We are special created creatures that walk upon this earth. I had Jewish friends. We just happen to be deceived. We just happen to be worked in the spiritual battle that we strive, that we see with our own eyes. And remember, when people are possessed, they don't make any sense, because the devil is so ridiculous and coward creatures, and so are the people that let themselves be worked by the exploitation of their emotions. I mean, look what they did in the riots. They destroyed their own community. We always do. We always do. Okay? And a message to Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Really? The fact that you have adopted this thing that Black Lives Matter you know what that puts in people's mind? That other lives don't matter. When all human life matter. You just gotta understand as to why we are in the state that we are in. God's people have been exploited even before Black Lives Matter was around. because we have forgotten our Creator. So, what these demons have done, like George Soros, is they have worked. So George Soros, the help with Antifa, he founded, he created Black Lives Matter and Antifa. That's a fact. In fact, look what the co-founders, I send you the link. Look what they believe. They believe in Marxism. Exactly what George Soros does. Because he wants to bring the new world order. So he does that. Bill Gates is bringing in the vaccine. He created this virus along with the World Health Organization so that they can bring you the solution. For instance, in Mexico, they brought the drug trade to Mexico, and look how many people have killed, and they're still killing each other over there. So you see, God's people is being worked on everywhere. So that's why I can understand you, Black Lives Matter, why you're not in Chicago, where people are killing each other. I can understand why you are not protesting all of this thing, because you're not seeing clear. You are being controlled. You have been bought and sold for, just like Reverend. These people are compromised. Our shouting is compromised. They have sold their soul to the demons. And if they get out of line, the devil can make it just disappear. This is all for now, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget the links that I will send you. The demons are coming home to roost. And they want blood. The demons want blood. And that's why you're going to see a lot of crazy things happening all over the place. Minneapolis, New York. People are not making sense because they see that they have been lied to, that the leaders are a bunch of charlatans. May God bless you. And I will pray for you, my brothers and sisters. I will pray for you, Black Lives Matter members. I love you all, even if you hate me. But I'm here to wake you up. And by the way, yes, Christ was a bronze-skinned brother. Yes. Come back to your Creator. And do not let yourself be manipulated by these demons that control the money, Hollywood, the media, and everything in between. God bless you, brothers and sisters.